In life, unrelated to one's social standing or class as determined by man, there are some people who by nature are keys that set the world in motion. They are the true elite, as dictated by the golden rule of the universe. Griffith is a unique villain. He is praised by some who say he did nothing wrong, and others hate him with all their fury. But Griffith's morals are not the subject of this video. Rather, we will explore his perseverance and dedication with regards to achieving his goals, an ambition that many young men lack. Griffith always had a dream of ruling over a kingdom, a stark contrast to his humble roots. A young man, poverty-stricken, and struggling even to obtain a half-eaten piece of bread. In the nights, he would stare at the great castle, and his ambition, instilled in him by fate or causality, was ignited. Similarly to how Griffith's ambition was ignited by a castle, our ambition as Gym Bros was ignited by many factors, such as observing great lifters, such as Arnold or Sebum. Just like Griffith surpassed his comrades with no ambition, so too we have surpassed the men who refused to take up the barbell and build the body of iron. His ambition far surpassed his childhood comrades on the streets, and he created the mercenary group, the Band of the Hawk, and became a leader of men. Regardless of how corrupt and dark his inner self was, we must respect him as a leader nonetheless. Many will instead fall victim to excuses, saying they have nothing, therefore they can do nothing, and proceed to spend their existence blaming the elites of society. However, this is not the way. One must rise up and gain power, regardless of how humble his beginnings are. The same concept can be applied to lifting. One must not use his genetics or lack of equipment as an excuse. Rather, be creative with what you have, and use it as an avenue for growth. The humbler your beginnings, the greater your story will be in the end. Griffith was also a very dedicated man to those he saw as his comrades. This is a dedication we should all aspire to attain. When Griffith realized that the perverse Lord Gennon fancied him, he sold his body to him to ensure funding for his army and give his hawks a better chance of surviving. I'm not saying you have to go to such extremes like Griffith, but the concept of loyalty to those who are close to you and being ready to sacrifice for your ambitions should be understood. When your fellow gym bro is struggling with progress or his form, do not belittle him and do not lead him astray. Rather, show your dedication to helping your fellow man by lending him your power. Just as Griffith could not move forward without his army, we cannot move forward without our fellow gym bros. Finally, with respect to Griffith's sacrifice of the eclipse, it is debatable on the moral aspects of it, as Griffith's mind was broken by the torture and arguably was not himself. Additionally, if he rejected the offer of the God Hand, his soul would be purged into torture. People blame him for sacrificing the hawks, but many of those people, given the same situation, would also fear their soul being eternally tortured and succumb to the God Hand's manipulation. Moreover, the hawks already understood that they must be prepared to die for their leader. I am not justifying his actions, rather offering reasoning. There will be future videos where I analyze his evil aspects as well. What we must learn from this though, is we must reject evil and temptation, regardless of how good the results may be. Griffith failed in his rejection of temptation and became tempted. Similarly, many gym bros fail to reject the temptation of steroids and become metaphorical femtos. They achieve their dream body but at the cost of honesty and honor, a betrayal of character indeed. They should have taken up the righteous path like Guts, who cut off his arm in a desperate attempt to save Casca. However, Guts is out of this video's scope. I hope you enjoyed my analysis of Griffith. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Peace.